Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Crimi-Trent and today is Saturday. Today I'm going to work with my sketchbook. Let's call it Sketchbook Saturday, I don't know. I haven't done this in a while. This is a Moleskine wet media sketchbook. I think it's like a 4x6 or something size. Excuse my nails, I just finished painting a acrylic tutorial, so they're kind of messy right now. So I have this Moleskine that I've had for a while, and actually I need to fill it up more. So I decided let's do a series on Saturdays, a sketchbook. And you can see some of my paintings I've done. I've shown some of these on Instagram. These are fun. Some of my birds, and cute little boxes, my flowers, just patterns, teacups, a long time. These are pretty old, from a while ago. Butterflies, you know, all kinds of stuff. Just filling it up. So this is a great wet medium sketchbook. Just to hold my book back so I can paint in it, I'm going to use just an elastic. Simple elastic. You can use clips, the elastic works. So we're just going to do a simple, easy landscape. And I think I'm going to grab, I have my paper towel, my paints here, and I have my grumbacher. Now this paper isn't, it's pretty thick, so it can handle some water, but it's not going to be like the arches. So I haven't done a landscape in this book yet, so let's see how this goes. And I'm just doing one off the top of my head. So let's see. I'm going to fill up the bottom half with green. I think I'll do something simple and fun today. Nothing too crazy. Weekends are made for enjoying your own life, so I try and keep my tutorials really simple. You know, just like you, I have things to do on my weekend. So I'm just washing in a green color here. Just simple. You want to take a darker hooker's green and go up top and let that bleed down. The Moleskine books are fantastic. This is great quality. They're pretty popular. They're not cheap, but there's a reason for that. The paper, I think I bought this one on Amazon. I'm not sure. It's quite a while ago. So I'm just bleeding in some dark hooker's green. Now see, this is going to bleed so much more different than the paper arches that I use. Now I'm going to grab some indigo. Just go up here a little bit. Just dabbing it in. So I'm playing with this as you're playing with it if you have one of these wet media books. It's going to curl. I can see it already curling because it's really wet. But that's okay. You can achieve some nice results with these books too. I'm going to grab some blue, some turquoise. It's mixed with another color. It's on my palette, so I'm just putting in a blue. So it's already starting to curl, which is fine. I don't care. We're just going to have fun in our sketchbook. Which is probably why people clip it down. Since I don't have my clips, I'm just going to hold it down. Now I know why my friends clip it down. Usually when I painted those other paintings that are in this book, they are not as wet. It's more of a dry watercolor. So I'm just whipping in some nice blue tone here. Since that's still wet, I'm going to grab some of my sap green with my hooker's green and then make some of those pretty little dabby trees that I like to make. And see how they blend in this paper. Okay, not bad. Not the greatest, so I'm going to have to manipulate it. You just manipulate it by adding more water. It's still kind of pretty, still kind of movement. It's not wet over here as much, so it's a good thing my paint is really wet. And it's bleeding downward, which is kind of fun too. So I'm just dabbing it. You can put a line down and crisscross it if you don't want to dab it. just having fun on a Saturday. You know, I play too. If any artist says they don't, that's ridiculous. We all do. I have sketchbooks filled with just silly ideas, just simple patterns. And you know what? I go back to them all the time and use them. I've actually used some of them for some of my tutorials. And I've sketched those sketches years ago. So your sketchbooks are like the best reference material you could have. And it's always good to go back and see like progression of your painting and whatnot. So now I'm going to get some more concentrated color because this is bleeding crazy now. I'm just going to push this around. And I can dab it on my paper towel and soak it up too. This is really curling. See? I'm working with crappy paper. Well, it's not really crappy paper. I mean, it's a wet media paper, but it's not like an Arches. It's not meant to hold a lot of water. So we're going to have to play with this. It'll eventually dry flat because the book will be pressing down on it. Let's see, even in your sketchbook, if you have a wet media sketchbook, I think other companies make them, you can achieve some really pretty things. So now I'm adding more concentrated Hooker's green. Just here on the outer top. I'm going to keep this real simple. I'm going to add some of this yellow to this green and wash that bright green in. It's just an abstract landscape, very simple. You've probably seen me do some of these a million times. But now I'm doing it in the sketchbook. As this dries, you can go in and add, you know, more detailed trees. If you want to add some more color tones, you want to change this up. You can add in some turquoise. You can lay a color over another color, it changes it. See, that was turquoise on that green, so that green changed to a different tone. That's what's fun about watercolor. I could go in and add some more turquoise up in here. Brighten this up. Just keep playing around with it. If you want to take your brush, I think a smaller brush, or a pointy brush, I have this Velvet Touch number 8 long round. Gonna make some grass. And it has a great point to it, so I'm gonna have to grab some really dark Hooker's green. I'm gonna add some indigo to that, make it darker. And we're just making little grass. You're just swooping upward, like so. Lots of noises in my studio today. It's the heat noise, it's the whatever noise is going on. And my dog is over in the corner, itching to get out. And I told him once all my videos were done. So now I'm adding more concentrated Hooker's green up here. Just keep playing with this. You can go and grab some. I'm going to take my crappy brush because I don't want to use my good brush on this. This Hooker's green. Grab some of that burnt umber. Mixing this color here. Grab a little indigo. More burnt umber and more Hooker's green. That's a little too brown. Grab some of the medium green in. There we go. So that's a fairly thick amount of paint. So you can go in and add trees. I'm just using this little tip of my paintbrush. I don't know if you can see this. I'll zoom in a little bit. So I'm using the tip. I've shown you doing this a million times. Just making those branches. Like so. Now, because it's looks like it's summer, you don't want to leave it like that, because that would look like it was done in the fall or winter. I'm going to get some really neonish type green, or even just take yellow itself and just make some little leaf splotches on the trees. That's nice, pretty, bright green splotches. I'll do the same thing over here. Just as simple. If you want to take the brown itself, make those branches. You can do less trees over here if you want. We're just having a little fun today. Clean that off, grab some of this yellow, and just splotching it around it. You can take the same yellow and just go over here in the background, brighten up those bushes in the back. And grab the yellow again. And brighten up the grass. Here. You can add a little house, a fence. I might grab some of this brown. See if it's not too wet. And make like a little fence. Just playing around with different things you could do. Again, I can make some more grass in the foreground, some tall grass. You can add some flowers to it, like a little meadow. You want to do that. Just a simple little cute Saturday morning sketchbook landscape. I'm trying to keep things uncomplicated on a Saturday. I'm going to grab some of this medium green now, because I don't want too much dark green over here. Again, just throwing in the grass, shadow. Just throwing in some color here. Nothing too complicated. And then you can grab white, yellow, whatever color works for you to put on the meadow. I'm going to grab some of this. I have to actually constitute this white. I ran out of my white gouache, which is very sad. So I'm going to try out this white watercolor. And here I'm mixing it up, see if it actually works. It might not work. Meanwhile, I could just use some of my rose paint. Do some front flowers. Over in here. grab some purple, mix that with some ultramarine, and get this nice bluish purple. Excuse my dog, Brady. He's a wild one. Brady. And the dog walked by my studio. Live tutorial, folks. I could edit that out, but I'm deciding to keep it in. So we're adding some different flowers. Grab some of that white. Let's see if it works. It's very dull. Better off using the yellow or orange or something else, which I'll be using. This is the medium yellow. Looks more like an orange yellow. You know, you can just spend all day doing these little dots like a little field of flowers, and that would be really pretty. And I don't want to waste your time doing that. But you get my idea. A simple meadow. The sketchbook. We're just going to keep adding little flowers. Can add some out here. Again, if you go back in and you keep adding what you want to the back half of the area. I mean, you could add a little house if you wanted to. I'm going to add some more greenery. Just brighten this up a little bit. Just a simple little landscape. You could add spring flowering trees, whatever works for you. I'm going to just keep adding more flowers because I like the way it's looking. A lot of little flowers. Oh, that's my dog. He's so crazy today. The dog is itching to get out. I hear you, Brady. Gonna add some blue back here. Some green. Such a cute little landscape for your sketchbook, if you have a sketchbook. Maybe you have a little piece of paper. Excuse me. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. Again, please don't forget to check out my acrylic channel. The link for it is under my homepage on YouTube. I painted a really fun palette painting of roses. It's really abstract. It's great. So thanks so much for stopping by. Have a great Saturday.